Let's go. Hi, James.
Hi, Lisa.
Now, how are coffee and beer similar?
Well, one of the essential components of beer is malted grains, which are roasted. And of course, coffee beans are roasted too. And the more you roast those malted grains, the darker they get, and the darker the beer you end up with. Again, like coffee. But I think that the real affinity between coffee and beer starts to become most obvious when you get down into the wild and wacky styles of porters and stouts and those dark beers. Because the dark malts that are used to make those beers have a lot of coffee characteristics. They're caramelly, they're bitter, they're chocolatey, they're earthy. So often when I'm tasting a porter or a stout, I'll find flavors in there that remind me of an espresso or dark roasted coffee beans, even though there's no actual coffee in the beer.
Now, what about beer that has coffee in it? What makes it so popular?
Yeah, there are lots of beers that are made with actual coffee in it. They're wonderful, and I think they work so well because there's a great affinity between the aromas of good coffee and good beer. And the flavors are also in harmony together. I mean, everyone loves the smell of roasted coffee beans, right?
Of course.
So if you could find a beer that smelled that way, how wonderful would that be?
Now, what are your favorite coffee beers?
Well, I love this one, which is from here, the Beer Academy in Toronto. It's a coffee porter that they make. Then there's the Péché Mortel, which is an imperial coffee stout from the Brasserie Dieu du Ciel in Montreal. It's jet black, full-bodied, has a delicious, awesome taste with like an espresso shot, but with caramel mixed in from the malts. But then not all coffee beers are dark. There's another one I love, which is called the Molto Bella Espresso IPA from Tree Brewing in Kelowna, BC. And that's an IPA, so it's an amber-colored beer, but it has this wonderful, rich aroma and flavor of coffee. It's incredible.
Well, it sounds like coffee and beer have a lot in common.
They do indeed.
I think we should drink to that.
Cheers.
Cheers.